Candy Screen's Escape, Overcoming Boredom Without a Screen. Elliot was 9 years old and loved screens, maybe too much. Whether it was playing games, watching videos, or scrolling through ads, he couldn't get enough. Even when he played outside with his friends, his mind wandered thinking, the sooner I finish this, the sooner I can get back to my game. When he did his homework, he rushed to finish it so he could grab his tablet. Without a screen, he felt bored and restless. What Elliot didn't realize was that inside his brain, there was a tug-of-war he didn't even know existed. That night, as Elliot drifted off to sleep, a shimmering portal appeared in his room and pulled him inside. He blinked and found himself in a dazzling town called Sweetville, where everything sparkled with magic. The streets glowed, lollipop trees swayed, and kids roamed everywhere, munching on glowing candy screens. Magical chocolate bars that seemed to pulse with excitement. Curious, Elliot accepted a candy screen from a friendly vendor. As soon as he took a bite, his mind was flooded with excitement. Dragons raced across the sky, castles sparkled in the clouds, and thrilling music filled the air. This is amazing, Elliot thought. But as he wandered deeper into Sweetville, Elliot noticed something strange. Some kids lay on the ground, staring blankly at the sky, while others stomped their feet, whining, "There's nothing to do." They clutched their candy screens tightly, but their faces looked frustrated and restless. Elliot frowned. Why is everyone acting like this? What's happening here? A sense of unease crept over him. Suddenly, a wand floated into his hand, glowing softly. A voice echoed around him. "You're holding the wand of discovery. It will reveal the truth behind what you're seeing." The wand glowed again and summoned a pair of magical goggles. "Put these on," the voice said, "and you'll see what candy screens do to your brain." Elliot put on the goggles, and Sweetville transformed. The candy streets vanished, replaced by flashing lights and sparkles bouncing wildly in his brain. The sparkles were so bright, they drowned out other parts of his mind, like creativity, patience, and focus. This is what happens when you spend too much time on candy screens. The wand explained, "Let me show you why they're so irresistible." Through the goggles, Elliot saw how the glowing images and fast animations lit up his brain like fireworks. "Your brain loves flashy things," said the wand. "They grab your attention instantly." The goggles showed how every bite of the candy screen gave Elliot's brain a tiny burst of joy. "Candy screens reward you right away," the wand said, "but it makes slower activities feel harder to enjoy." Elliot saw himself scrolling endlessly through candy images, unable to stop. With so many choices, your brain feels like it's racing, the wand said. But too much of this makes it hard to focus on one thing. The wand summoned a small, shimmering crystal labeled Sparkle-Free Crystal. "Touch it," it urged. As Elliot held the crystal, a warm glow spread through his fingers. The goggles shifted, revealing how his brain felt sluggish and restless without a candy screen. Elliot saw his patience muscle in his brain. It looked tiny and underused. Candy screens are so fast and exciting that your patience muscle doesn't get much exercise, the wand explained. This makes slower activities feel less fun. The wand added, but doing things like puzzles or drawing can help grow your patience muscle. Elliot saw himself trying to read a book, but his attention kept being pulled to the sparkle of candy screens. Candy screens train your brain to chase constant action, the wand said. This makes it harder to focus on quieter activities. Start by practicing small moments of focus, the wand suggested, like reading a page or observing your surroundings. The goggles showed Elliot automatically reaching for a candy screen, even without thinking. Your brain gets used to choosing candy screens first, the wand said. This makes it hard to enjoy other things. But habits can change, the wand reassured him. Try putting the candy screen away during meals or doing something new before grabbing it. Elliot stared thoughtfully. So, how do I fix this? He asked, eager to learn more. The wand floated in front of Elliot, glowing brightly. Now it's time to take action. Here are 3 steps to help you break the spell of the candy screens. A. The time flip clock. Set limits. The wand created a magical clock that Elliot could use to set daily screen limits. Start with small changes, the wand suggested. For example, spend 10 minutes less on screens each day and use that time for something else, like drawing or playing outside. B. The adventure list. Rediscover fun. Next, the wand handed Elliot a sparkling notebook. Write down 5 things you want to try, like baking cookies, learning magic tricks, or building a birdhouse. Start small, and you'll see how fun non-screen activities can be. C. The patience challenge. Build your muscle. Finally, the wand gave Elliot a tiny glowing orb. This is the patience challenge, the wand said. Try an activity that takes time, like a puzzle or painting. Each time you practice, your patience muscle will grow stronger. When Elliot woke up the next morning, the magical wand, goggles, and clock were gone, but he felt different. He decided to spend just 10 minutes less on screens that day and use the time to draw. To his surprise, he had fun. He felt proud of his drawing and realized that there was a lot of joy in activities away from screens. Elliot smiled. I think I can do this. And from that day on, he started balancing his screen time with other activities, rediscovering the fun of the world around him. The end.